Barbara Allen here. Thank you for joining me for another edition of this Conquering Arthritis coaching course. Today I'll be talking about the top 3 obstacles from healing from arthritis, and then I'll be talking a little bit about the content of the course. So the number 1 obstacle that most people come across when they want to heal arthritis, or they're thinking about it, is that they don't actually believe that it can be done. And what I hope to do in this course is to provide inspiration each step of the way so that you have the knowledge that it takes to do this, that it makes sense to you, that you have examples of other people that have successfully done this in their life, that instead of being in that kind of trance state that so many people are in our culture, that you actually hone in on what will make a difference, and then you can take those in a very precise and accurate way, take those steps that will allow you to heal. Now the number 2 obstacle is confusion, and there's confusion at the level of principle. So a common example of this is food and arthritis. Many people intuitively know that arthritis and food are related, but their doctors keep telling them, keep poo-hooing the idea. They keep telling them that no, there's no link between food and arthritis. And sometimes doctors or other people will point to the fact that there's no one list of foods that I could eliminate, or that you could eliminate, that would work for every single person with arthritis. And that's confused thinking. That's saying that there's no link to food because one size doesn't fit all, and that's not true. What's actually true about food and arthritis is that for many, many people, and the majority of people with arthritis, there is a very specific link to foods, but it's a very individualized list, and there's also a link to certain chemicals, and when you eat these foods or you're exposed to these chemicals, it will trigger inflammation in your body. But that can change over time for you, and it's very likely different between you and, you know, a person here, a person here, a person here, a person here. We might have 5 different lists of foods and chemicals that need to be avoided. So when you can clear up that fuzzy thinking, then suddenly what to do becomes very clear. So there's also confusion at the level of application. So an example of that would be, say I know now that I'm allergic to corn and wheat and yeast and soy and beef, if that was my list. And I think that I've eliminated all those things from my diet. Okay, but in actual truth I haven't, because they're hidden allergens. So although I have the correct principle, I don't have the correct application, because there's information I don't know yet about where those foods are hidden in my diet, and until I know that and can eliminate those hidden sources, I'm likely to still stay sick. So the coaching course is going to help eliminate the confusion at the level of principle, and also the confusion at the level of application. So what that's going to do is basically help you get well in an easy way. Otherwise you're likely to waste a lot of time and effort doing things that aren't working, or they aren't working that well, and you're likely to get frustrated and think that a principle isn't correct when really it is. You just need a little bit more information, a little bit more coaching to successfully follow through. Number 3 is lack of consistency. So unfortunately I don't have a single silver bullet that I can give you that will help you heal from arthritis. There's not a prescription that I can write that says take this pill 3 times a day and you'll be magically cured. And anybody that tells you that is lying. You may be able to take drugs that will suppress your symptoms, but there are actually no drugs on the market that can heal you. And what can heal you are lifestyle changes, so changing the way you exercise, the way you eat, dealing with other aspects of your life that will reduce your stress, that will give you some deep and profound healing on mental, emotional, spiritual levels. But none of those things can you just do one day and be cured. They have to become a lifestyle thing. If you don't have it in habit, you don't have it. If you do it for a month, you may feel tremendously much better, but if you don't keep doing it after that, you're likely to get sick again. So consistency becomes very important, because what we want to develop are the habits that make it easy to carry out these steps. In fact, most of them, I hear comments about how I'd never want to go back because life is so much more vibrant, food tastes so much better, I'm so much healthier now, I wouldn't want to go back to the way I lived before. But the way you develop these new habits is through consistency. So part of what this coaching program is meant to do is help you develop consistency, because most of these steps are very simple. They're not hard to do, any individual one, but you need to develop the habits so that it becomes easy, it becomes second nature, so that you can then develop the next habit, and then that becomes easy and second nature, and then in a very easy, natural way you can develop the next habit. And none of these are hard in and of themselves, but you need consistency. And when you have all these habits in place, then that's when people start seeing the miraculous changes in their life.